battle lines being drawn. Nobody's right if everybody's wrong. Young people speaking their minds are getting so much resistance. Far behind, can we stop? Hey, what's that sound? Everybody look what's going down. Before the heat, in the street.
I feel like the song was fitting.
So fitting. Always.
Mostly say hooray for our side.
We're waiting for Easter. What's that sound? Everybody, what's going down? Issa, where you at?
My dad used to always play this song, but then like complain about like people protesting, and I'd be like, "Are you not? What? Like, you like this song? You must love this idea."
This is the protest of our lifetime, so I was like, "This is perfect."
Totally. Yo, yo, yo.
And I'm gonna do the fade out. What is up, guys? Another week of Girls Know About Bitcoin 2, soon to be rebranded.
Yeah, I have a lot to say on that name.
Tell us, Issa. Tell us what's up.
I don't know. What do you guys like? Biddies? Satoshi's Angels?
Satoshi's Angels is great.
Satoshi's Angels is fire, because there's
I mean,
three
we
of
are
us.
three girls. Yeah, exactly.
It's kind of amazing.
We can start another, like, have a little chat with just like a little speaker box, and then every once in a while have a, Satoshi. We can never meet him. It's like, it's so perfect,
Yeah, it's literally, oh my God, I didn't
literally
even think
him,
about that aspect.
Carly is anonymous.
Actually perfect. It's actually perfect.
Now I'm digging it.
Because you're getting the underlying messages.
It's everything. Yeah.
Oh my God. All right, guys, what is up? We're so happy that 3 people are here. Someone is asking what time is it for us. It is 6 o'clock p.m.
3 o'clock for me.
3 o'clock Pacific. We're here to talk about Bitcoin if you're new to this live stream. And today we wanted to talk about BlackRock filing for an application for a Bitcoin ETF. I'm gonna be super real with you. I don't know much about it. The only thing I know is that these evil motherfuckers are buying Bitcoin, and my soul is conflicted. It really is.
Bitcoin is for enemies. It's hard, but if we want Bitcoin to succeed, we need everyone to be able to access it. And if this is like a way of accessing Bitcoin that makes, like, the big institutional investors happy, I guess. And if they're finding a way to find their entry point into Bitcoin, eventually they'll get the self-custody lesson, hopefully. Are we inviting Nico this time?
I mean, I'm gonna send him an invite and see
what's
up.
Who's Bill Murray's character? He can be like our Bill Murray in the Satoshi's Angels.
Oh my God. That's so funny. That's so funny. Wait, how do I invite more people?
I think.
Well, while you figure it out, we can go back to BlackRock. Yes. Because BlackRock is a crazy, crazy, crazy company. They're actually they low-key own the whole world.
Yeah.
They're an investor company that own like around $14 trillion.
They probably own your office building. They probably own your apartment building. Like, it's wild.
Like in a full-on morning, you use everything that BlackRock invests in, like Facebook, Apple, Microsoft, Amazon, anything that's everything. They even tried to get involved with China, right?
Yeah.
They're insane. They're like the the mastermind behind everything. And they did this in less than 30 years. So the owner, Flint, started the company with like $5 million as an investment fund. And he got his investors billions of dollars back. And now they're trying to hop on Bitcoin and try to that's why the price is rising. That's why
right.
okay.
Yeah, and it's the thing is it's like no one's ever been able to get a spot approved by the US government because like the government thinks that they'll manipulate the price and they won't be able to stop it or control it. But BlackRock probably the idea is that most people don't think BlackRock would bother applying if they didn't already know that they were going to get it. So that's what's interesting too about this one.
I feel like
Also, do you guys know what an ETF is? Is it like I was starting to Google a
It's
little
an
bit and
exchange traded fund. But
okay, like
yeah.
what is that?
So it's basically like it would allow you to buy it like a stock. So you could
Okay.
go and buy paper Bitcoin as a stock and then you can have it in your 401k, your Roth IRA, like use it as a traditional financial instrument basically. And the way they've applied for it though, it was like they applied for a trust, like kind of like how GBTC is, except that this would be redeemable, I guess is the difference, which makes it essentially the same as a spot ETF. It's lots of very confusing financial words, but I think basically what it means is that institutional investors can basically invest in Bitcoin without buying it in a way that they're, I guess, comfortable with.
I'm trying to get Nico on, but it's not letting me. So, and also
I
for some reason my messages aren't going through to him.
Weird.
Oh, that's why. Okay, it's because Swan's TikTok account like used to have like thousands of followers and they for some reason got banned and they had to start from zero
Oh
and
shit.
they're like right below 1,000, so they can't join.
So that's
But
why they
Nico,
can't be
if
in the
you're
live.
listening, come through, come to the closet. You know where I'm at. Pull up.
pull up and give us your take on BlackRock and ETF.
Yeah.
So what is this gonna mean for Bitcoin?
I genuinely don't know what it's going to mean. Like, on one hand, the price is definitely going to go up. On another hand, people are going to view this, for lack of a better word, well-funded institution, which has, to other people, they'll view it as like a more legitimate institution than Bitcoin, let's say. And they're going to be like, if they're buying into it, maybe I should buy a little bit of Bitcoin. Maybe it takes these huge evil entities to actually get people to come on board, which is unfortunate because we really told you so. We told you to buy when it was like
it brings it more to the
26,000 a week ago or like 25,000, whatever. Fine. You want to buy it now that BlackRock is buying it? Fine. But on the other hand, what are they going to do with that Bitcoin? How are they going to start controlling the markets even more than they already do? They did buy an aggressive amount of real estate, right, during the pandemic. So are they going to be that aggressive with Bitcoin?
Well, also, we need to point out that this is leading up to the presidential, elections.
Right.
Out of all the times that they could have done it, they're choosing to do it now. And we have like 5 candidates that are pro Bitcoin, have mentioned Bitcoin. So I think either the next president that's going to be elected is somebody that is pro Bitcoin because they know they're going to get like their filings through. And then at the same time, BlackRock is the ones they're the owners of Pfizer. They just bought Ancestry.com. So Ancestry.com, that they take the DNAs. What is going to happen?
Right. I mean, BlackRock wants to own everything. So
that
it's
so scary.
Right. But I guess it's like on one hand, it's terrifying. On the other hand, the fact that they want Bitcoin makes me think that Bitcoin is a good bet,
Yeah, but we didn't need to hear that. We already knew Bitcoin was a good bet.
But like it helps everyone else come on board, I guess. And like you were saying before, like it's going to bring more people on board. It's going to bring more like big investors on board, people who have a lot of money to blow. I mean, this is something that could get added to, like, you know, just, I mean, it's crazy. Just anyone who wants to have like a little bit, and they don't understand self custody yet, they don't understand all of that, they're still going to be able to ride the wave of Bitcoin going up potentially.
Yeah.
So
That's true.
They're doing it because they view Bitcoin as a threat, and they're like, okay, if we don't hop on the Bitcoin train now, it's going to be a little too late. Or that they want to still control everything, and that's why they're purchasing Bitcoin, so they can still have the power, because they rule the whole economy.
right.
They're the ones behind everything.
Okay, so remember last week when we were talking about, you know, what happens if the government implements some sort of buyback program where they're like, sell us your Bitcoin and we'll give you more cash than what it's worth. These people own everything. They own everything. What if they end up doing that? What if they're like, instead of paying you $28,000 for a Bitcoin, we'll pay you $30,000, and for that $2,000 difference, people just start selling their Bitcoin. Oh, we have our
Yo! I tried to join from the Swan handle. Camille is gonna be joining you guys in July, but so it's gonna be what Neil Jacobs said the name of the show was.
No. We decided on Satoshi's Angels, but now that if we're 4, then that might.
Yeah, so it's gonna be awesome. It's gonna be simply Bitcoin Mag and Swan. Girls Gone Bitcoin. It's gonna be dope.
Cool.
I tried to join today, but apparently, so the Swan handle, we got it like it was over 1,000 followers, but then they banned us for posting about Bitcoin, which kind of sucks. So we had to start from fresh, but we're almost there. We're at like 800.
Yeah.
But yeah, should be good. Should be good.
That's awesome.
Anyway, what's up, guys? I want to say hi.
What do you think of this ETF thing with BlackRock?
I think everyone should be really proud because we front ran BlackRock, which is like this fucking evil organization of the world. So but like them buying it, do you think that they'll implement, like, considering the fact that they have so many assets, they'll trick people into selling them their Bitcoin? Absolutely, dude.
Yes.
Don't do anything.
Don't sell your Bitcoin to BlackRock.
Put it into self-custody. Forget about it.
It's what Crypto Rican Queen is saying. It's like a catch-22. On one hand, the price is going to go up, but on the other, that's giving a lot of power to people who already have so much power. And the way that you can fight back, the biggest protest of our lives, is to keep buying Bitcoin and to just keep stacking, keep dollar cost averaging. Don't look at the price. Don't look at what you could win. Think about what you could lose. If these people start taking massive amounts of Bitcoin and there's none left for anybody else, you're going to be screwed. You're not going to have anything. And believe me, it's better to have a little bit than to have nothing.
Exactly.
Saying selling Bitcoin towards us, they're going to make, it's not going to be like, hey, we're selling it higher. We're going to need to sell our Bitcoin because people are going to be in like barbaric states where they're going to need to fend for themselves. People are not going to be able to survive with how inflation is going. So it's not going to be like this transition where they're gonna like put it out and like, you can sell your Bitcoin. I think they're going to even push enough that we won't be able to survive, that we're gonna need to sell. Well, not everybody, but you know, some people that have to like live and to survive, they're gonna have to sell their Bitcoin because they won't have enough to eat. They won't have anything. What happened?
Oh no, she's still there.
Still here.
But yeah, I don't know. I feel like that's what's going to happen. I think that's what is happening. Like inflation is going so high that people won't have for their day-to-day lives.
Should we let this girl on, Crypto Rican Queen, and see what she has to say? We've never had a guest on, so I'm a little nervous.
This is true. I mean, we are girls
Crypto Rican Queen. If you wanna request again, we'll let you on. Or I'll send you an invite. I just sent you an invite. Oh,
hello.
Hey,
hello.
Hi.
Welcome.
Thank you. I can't believe I'm here.
First of all, are you Puerto Rican?
Yes, I am.
Yes, que vivan los boricua.
Puertorriqueña viviendo en Texas.
Oh, nice. I was living in Puerto Rico for a little bit.
Nice to meet you, Isabella. Nice to meet you, everybody. Yeah, I've been following. So I'm in this all day, by the way. I don't do anything but crypto and stocks. So I've been following BlackRock and all this stuff that is happening. So they already had a spot ETF for institutional investors. So this one that they're creating is for just retail investors. So I don't think they're going to give us anything, right? Why would we want to buy any? Of course, they're going to take people. They take advantage of ignorant people to lure them, right, and make money off of them. So I don't have a very positive view of BlackRock or Citadel or Vanguard or any
Fidelity.
hedge funds, right? So,
but I thought it was just
Sorry, no, Andrea, go.
I was just gonna say I thought it was just the future ETFs that they have access to now, at least in the States, right? The spot ETF isn't around yet.
Remember, because there's people trading Bitcoin and Ethereum options, but most people don't talk about that, right? Because again,
yeah, we don't do options here.
And institutional investors, you have to be in another class to be able to be trading any of these things. So yeah, most people haven't even heard of exotic trading anyway, which you have to be like the top of the top, like top 1%, whatever, to be able to trade. So it's just crazy. But it's going to help with mass adoption and advertising for our space in that sense, because people don't know, right? People don't know, right? So it's up to us to be like, hey guys, and I don't know if you saw my comment on DC in the right way, because my motto is, hey, I always say, hi, how you doing, this Puerto Rican queen, bridging the gap between the rich and the poor, coming from the great state of Texas. That if you do DCA the right way, meaning that you buy crypto coins when they're really, really low, right? You can buy more crypto with less money. And all you can have is just the upside, not the downside, right? Because if you buy like 50% negative, right? If example, I think Hex is 59% negative. It's very easy when it goes up a little bit that you can actually take profit and make money, right?
God,
well, I think that, yeah.
We're basically Bitcoin only, so we're not 100% sure how the other coins work, but that's really interesting. I think that you are right. I mean, if this is an ETF for the top 1%, that doesn't do anybody any favors. But the good news is that anybody can buy Bitcoin. You just have to go on an exchange and you buy Bitcoin directly. You don't have to deal with any of these people. You don't have to deal with any of these middlemen. And that's the whole point of buying Bitcoin in the first place. So it's actually, honestly, now that you say that, it's like, okay, great. Like, rich people can go buy it at a premium and go jump through all of these hoops and have some middleman controlling their Bitcoin, while everybody else who actually knows what they're doing can just buy it directly, either peer-to-peer or on an exchange, and then take self-custody. And then there is no necessity. So maybe BlackRock is doing this before people wisen up, before people understand really how it is that Bitcoin works.
I think the other thing that I've been actually focusing a lot in my channel, I try to simplify matters for people, because crypto for us is easy, but because we're submerged in it. But like that, if you're gonna be buying crypto, I focus on decentralization. So I have a Unisat wallet to be able to buy Bitcoin, because you guys want to be focusing on Bitcoin or any kind of coin. You can actually buy it with a DeFi wallet instead, because the exchanges have too much power. I was trying to buy something in Coinbase today, and they didn't let me buy it. When the USDC went down, remember when it depegged? I couldn't sell it. I couldn't trade it. They didn't let me trade it. I had to move it out of the Coinbase so I can put it in another exchange to trade it. And I don't like that. I don't like anybody having control of what I can do, because they have my private keys when I'm holding an exchange, right?
Right.
So that's the other thing, right?
Not your keys, not your coin.
Exactly.
That's the mantra.
Well, Crypto Rican Queen, it was super nice to meet you. Thank you so much for coming on. We're going to be streaming for another 10 minutes, but maybe we'd love to have you back.
Thank you so much. Nice to meet you.
For sure. It's nice to meet you.
Bye.
Bye. Guys, it's our first guest. I'm so excited. I'm so excited.
And that's crazy what she was saying. That does make sense. Like BlackRock is going to trade Bitcoin for the 1%, and they're not going to have to deal with it. And they don't even know what Bitcoin really stands for. So they're like, yeah, do Bitcoin, trade, it's volatile, make me millions. But they don't realize that Bitcoin is decentralized and it's going to be the solution to all your problems.
And these people are used to getting their returns in dollars. So they're going to buy Bitcoin at a certain price. When it goes up, maybe these people give them the difference, or maybe they give them the dollar value of what it is that they invested. But who keeps the Bitcoin? BlackRock.
Right.
Oh my gosh, BlackRock is taking over the country, the world.
It's evil, but it's marketing. So I don't know. I'm so conflicted about it.
Yeah, it's totally evil. It's totally evil.
This is the start of something huge. And I feel like it's going to start putting Bitcoin in people's minds, you know?
Right.
At least.
Yeah, or like maybe start at least another kind of, I mean, as I remember, a couple of years ago, we were talking about a lot about Bitcoin ETFs then, and that was when people were really starting to not understand Bitcoin, but like hear about it and know that it's something that could make you money. And I wonder if we'll start like another cycle of that kind of fervor off of this news. I saw a meme that was it was like a big dam holding back like all the logos, like BlackRock, Fidelity, all the big financial institutions, and then just like a plain of Bitcoin like farms, like
Also,
waiting to be watered.
What a coincidence. Isa mentioned that it was in line with the presidential elections, but what is it also in line with? The halving. The halving.
Yes.
The halving.
BlackRock 100% knows about
They
the halving.
absolutely know about the halving.
Yeah.
If they know how to manipulate people into like giving up their real estate in mass, like they know about the halving. So it's just in time. Really, I mean, we've been preaching to the choir, we feel. Every day is a good day to buy Bitcoin. And not through BlackRock or, other institutions like that. You want to buy it off of an exchange and then move it off of the exchange, because you can't even trust the exchange. Move it off 100%. Of the exchange and put it onto self-custody. It is so important that you guys learn how to take your Bitcoin into self-custody. I cannot tell you. Cold wallets. Yes, crypto. Cold wallets. Not Ledger anymore.
Happening, like investors investing in Bitcoin and everything, it's going to lead to Bitcoin banks.
Yeah.
People having Bitcoin banks, and it's going to be like a slow transition to Bitcoin hyperbitcoinization. Do I say
Yeah. Hyperbitcoinization. I think it is going to be, as much as we all love self-custody and want to self-custody our Bitcoin ourselves, there's a lot of people who aren't so like freedom maximalists, I guess, and like will want like an institution. Yeah, who will want like an institution that's going to be their trusted custodian, and that's going to be interesting when that actually really starts happening. Like people who like, you'll have institutions that are just around to hold people's Bitcoin, as long as they don't fractionally reserve it.
Yeah, no, I think we're turning into like a full-on Bitcoin standard, because if you think about it, the gold standard only lasted about 30 years. And
the gold standard lasted longer than.
Like it started in 1880 to 1914, and then they actually like closed the gold standard in 1971 or 1973.
Right, 1970s, yeah.
But in that period, they were trying to go back into it. So it shows you that fiat and money, they have an expiration date, And I think we're coming to the end of the fiat system, and we're going to go back to something that is more scarce, that's not so printable, so that we can have it. And it's going to be so abrupt when people start realizing. They think maybe in their lifetime, they've all heard about is money, government money, when in reality, that government money is going to transition to Bitcoin.
Either that, or it'll be the dollar backed by Bitcoin, which I feel like is likely somehow. They still want to keep some control, but that it'll actually be backed by a hard asset. So that could be better, I guess.
Never thought about it like that. And then you could have like the Bitcoin. That would be like the gold standard turns Bitcoin standard.
Exactly. It would be the Bitcoin standard. I mean, if we had a global economy running on Bitcoin, 21 million Bitcoin, even scaling that into Satoshis, it makes sense that some governments are going to choose to like still have their own paper money backed by Bitcoin on some level.
That means people have their own, like in your cold storage.
Right.
You know, like,
the government would have their own cold storage of their like treasury, theoretically. I mean, like just like how we have, the US has its own, all the seized Bitcoin that they've used. Though I was reading a tweet today, actually, kind of off topic, but bringing it back to BlackRock, that the Bitcoin in the U.S. Treasury has been moving around, and people think that they might be about to sell another tranche of it. So dumb.
Why would they do that?
I don't know.
Especially
to give
right
BlackRock
now.
some, I guess.
Especially right now.
I think it is probably because the price went up that they might want to sell.
Well,
but
speaking of BlackRock, James O'Keefe just came out with a video an hour ago about BlackRock. And he caught this guy on camera basically saying he decides people's fates by basically buying off presidents. Will they use Bitcoin to buy off presidents in this election, like you said, Issa?
Right. Yeah.
I mean it's on video now.
I mean, it would be a lot, it's like, it almost in a way like more traceable and less traceable at the same time if they wanted to do that and were able to just do that under the table. That would be a little scary.
Yeah, and they make it seem like it was all organic. People really love this guy. It's grassroots, whatever. But I mean, there's a reason these people are buying Bitcoin, and I don't know if it's for the same reasons that we're buying it. But
I kind of feel like it 100% isn't for the same reason.
100%. I feel like that's what's scary. Like, have these people that have so much power that they're gonna be owning a large percent of Bitcoin. It's like, what is the world going to come to? You know? Oh Jesus!
I guess we have to wait and see. This halving, 2024 is gonna be wild.
Yes, it is really gonna be wild.
Yeah. And also with this CBDC that Crypto Rican Queen is bringing up, that they're implementing supposedly in July with FedNow. That's gonna be the start. That's gonna be the beginning.
It's not exactly a CBDC, right? It's more of a payment rails system, but
it's
the first step to a CBDC. Yeah, CBDC light. Like, it's not like you're actually having, you don't have your hard wallet with USC dollars or whatever, but yeah, it's I'm curious how that's going to affect everything.
Me too. I mean, if there's going to be a payment rail though, what are we going to use in that payment rail? That's why I feel like they're going to go hand in hand.
Right.
Though I don't know. We shall see.
Yeah. I think there's a lot of resistance. I mean, it sounds like what Ron DeSantis just made it illegal in Florida. Like, if we have states that you can't use the CBDC in, then where would that leave you, I guess? But they'd have to create a whole new law, amend the Constitution at that point.
Oh yeah. Oh, this is gonna be a mess, y'all. A mess.
100%.
But anyway, if there's anything else you guys want to say, we're coming up on the half hour. And yeah, this is, I mean, I don't know what else to say about this. I'm just scared shitless.
Having just now finished that book I was telling you guys about, the mandibles, I also am scared shitless.
Again.
Well, I don't want to give away the ending to anyone watching who might want to read, but it's basically the Mandibles post-apocalyptic kind of economic novel, and highly recommend. It's very good.
Tell me on the side what happens.
Okay.
This guy, this sugar glider, don't know anything about Bitcoin. They thought feminism was good. Bro, shut the fuck up. Straight up, get off the live. How did feminism go for you But like, bro, we're here talking about Bitcoin. Like, that's how it went.
Yeah, and we can self-custody our own Bitcoin. That's how it's going.
Yeah, yeah. Bitcoin is feminist, by the way, because anybody can buy Bitcoin. It doesn't discriminate.
Exactly.
Literally.
Anyway, on that note, peace out. Make sure to follow us on social, Simply Bitcoin TV, Simply Bitcoin, the YouTube channel, where we are leading the peaceful revolution along with Bitcoin Magazine. And yeah, we shall see you next week at 6 p.m. EST, 3 p.m. Pacific.
Yep. Bye, girls.
Bye, guys.